Why you the first one out of jail? Why the police come to pull you out your cell? Oh, my fault, you about to tell. Man, that's fucked up, you foul as hell. Everybody know, man, the streets gon' talk. You a fourth-time felon, but they let you walk. Why you think your people stop coming around? Cause they heard you in your mouth when you went downtown. So you should be surprised when the phone don't ring. Cause the people ain't trying to sell you a goddamn thing. When you look into the mirror, tell me what do you see? A man or just a bitch on the show to be free. Hope this shit was worth cause you told on the whole squad. And who needs police? Say you doing their damn job. Prosecutors and DEA calling your cell phone. I know they got their work done on Vegas back home. You better watch your back when you handle your business. A friend can turn into a material.
Hello, everyone out there that's paying attention and watching what's going on. Well, today this topic is about this one individual who got killed, I mean, I'll send you the link to see the actual news story and all that, of course, but I basically just want to talk about it and tell my opinion because a fellow YouTuber named Tommy Sotomayor, he made a video about it. He just asked a simple question. Do you agree with the cop? Do you agree with the individual? I mean, he's like, whose side are you on, this and that? And I couldn't just say, I'm on the cop side, or I'm on this person's side. It goes deeper than that. You can't just pick a side. That's where I don't just pick a side. I won't just be like, I'm on a side. Like this person was wrong, that person was right. I don't ever believe in that. Because I don't believe you can determine right and wrong in a situation, 100% by choosing either side. But anyway, this dude was sitting in the back of a car. He had a warrant for truancy, something like that, of that nature. Black dude with dreadlocks. He's holding a conversation with the police and, was talking to him. Then the cop went to the car and it's like, I got to arrest you. So the dude pulled out a gun and he fired like 3 shots at the cops. Eventually the cops shot at him, hit him with a taser. He got out the car and ran and they killed him. So clearly, he was in the wrong. There's no question about that. That's not the question of what's going on in this particular situation. It's not a question of who was in the right and who was in the wrong. He was clearly, of course, in the wrong. So they shot him and killed him. That was his fault. But the thing about it is, he chose his fate. He chose to die at that moment. He knew that more than likely, he only had probably maybe a 20% chance of surviving and living if he's going to be in that situation with 3 armed men standing around his car, and he's going to try to, shoot himself out of that car, shoot his way out of it. I mean, of course, it's not a likelihood that he's going to, survive that situation, especially 3 armed men who are trained in this particular style of combat. But one thing was, he chose that. So the question was pulled up in the show was, the cop in the wrong actually killed him when they shot near a house. A lot of them were shooting and missing, shooting inside houses. I don't know what to say about that, but I do know one thing. If you are trained at shooting at a target, you're also thinking about what's behind that target. So even if you miss, you know what you're going to hit on the other end or what you possibly could hit. So if they, did something messed up in that regard, I could say, yeah, they were in the wrong. But if they knew what target they were shooting at, and they knew what they were going to hit, such as bricks, such as, what's that, drywall. Some bullets are made to not go through drywall, however, or lose its force once it hits drywall. All this shit that cops already know, you know what I'm saying? They know when they fire at a certain object where their bullets are going to stop, because that's just, basic gun understanding. I mean, especially when you really get into the technical part of firing a firearm, there's certain things they already know. Their bullets are designed to go through this type of material, will stop in this material. Like a hollow tip won't go through drywall. That's why if you live in apartments, they tell you it's better to get, or have hollow tip bullets, because they're not going to go through drywall where you could hit kids if something does happen to happen. or just random adults that don't know nothing about the situation. They don't deserve to be shot either. But basically, in that situation, I wasn't on either side, and the simple fact was because I knew the dude that the cops were after, you know, I knew he was just messing up, and he didn't mean to get caught. He probably got caught on some snitching type shit. Somebody gave him up. Could have been his ex-girlfriend. It's like, I know he's going to be here and here at this time. Just tip the cops off to where he was going to be at. Somebody could have done that, and the cops could have just showed up, and he happened to have a gun at the time, which he didn't intend to use or probably didn't even want to use in that situation. He just didn't want to get caught with it because he probably wasn't supposed to have it or whatever. So I feel for him on that regard. He just did what he had to do, even though he knew it was wrong. He did what he made a split-second decision. Do I die or do I give up? He chose, the route of, the more painful route as far as physically. In the long run, he might have made the right decision. Who knows? Nobody wants to go to jail. But then, on the cops' perspective, that's their job. I mean, they will get fired, written up, and all type of different shit if they don't follow the correct procedure. So they really don't have a choice. They have a force behind them that's pushing them to move forward too. So two forces pushing towards each other, it's just gonna cause an explosion. Like, I have to do this, and this person has to do that. They collide. There is no side to be taken. Now, do I wish this black dude would have been raised better and would not been in a situation where he, needed a gun? Yeah, of course. Do I wish the cops were so supremely trained to where they never even had to kill a person? Yeah, I wish that, but that's not how it is. They got to deal with situations when they happen, and they never know when they're going to happen. So I'm not on either side. I'm on the side of, I'm not taking a side. Like Law 20 in the 48 Laws of Power, you know what I'm saying? It says commit to no one. I'm not going to commit to either side for the simple fact they're both wrong, they're both right, possibly. And who knows the situation behind what happened. That's why I get on and I have my own opinions about things for the simple fact that I agree with Tommy Sotomayor and what he says. And what he says is such a valid point. His opinions, are a lot of times on point completely. Sometimes they're not completely on point. Sometimes in my mind, I'm thinking maybe he's missing something that if I was on there could talk to him about, I could, bring that out. But that's the whole point of him having people call the show or make their opinion and say, is this right? Or who are you? Whose side are you on in this? To get other people talking. I just haven't had the opportunity to call in and get online, even though I would like that opportunity. But yeah, I agree with that type of format, rather than just taking a side. Like saying, all cops are wrong when they kill blacks, or all blacks are wrong when they get killed by cops, or when they kill, or whatever. Neither one's right. And how can we determine right and wrong until we weed out all the problems within our own people? So that's what I like about Tommy. He said he started talking about all the wrongs that's going on in the black community. And then he'll just gradually bring it up, the other wrongs that are happening to us that should not be happening. That's one thing I like about him. Now, if there was a situation to occur to where the cops were in the wrong, he would definitely expose that too. But sadly, more times we're in the wrong and caught on video than the cops. They are wrong a lot, but sadly, they're not wrong as much. So, we need to change the way we behave in order to survive, or in order to get sympathy from the masses and political people and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? We got to change something about ourselves first. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that we do got to agree to is stop snitching. Now, somebody told on this dude about where he was going to be for truancy. They snitched on him because there's nothing to gain from that. You know, it's different from if there's a murderer on the loose and you have to get them before they kill again type shit, or some extremely big dope dealer who's making, you know, major moves and killing thousands of people a day from just his drug. I mean, that's all different. I don't know what you're going to do on that, one thing or the other, but I'm saying snitching is petty shit. Snitching is personal. And motherfuckers need to stop snitching.
Real witness, let's see if he trying to reduce his sentence. Only 20 years old and his life is finished. What I waste the talent to the tarnish shit in Mitch. Fucking with a crew, people respect tremendous. I guess what you make, you made a bad decision. You fucking lied to cause you're scared of prison. You a snitch. 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 You a snitch.